Good morning, friends and families. My name is Dr. Nelson. I want to wish us a happy new month today, and I believe that this month is going to be a great month for each and every one of us. This month, we are going to experience divine healing. So, we're going to be looking at a subject, seasons of divine healing. You know, there are seasons for everything. But this season, this month of September, is the month of divine healing. So if you have never experienced divine healing, this is your season. Just like fruits knows their season, the weather knows its season. There is a time for rainy season, dry season. So this is the season for your healing. So we're going to look at the Bible on the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verses 1 to 5.
Revelation chapter 22, verses 1 to 5. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nation. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of God and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. And they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their forehead. And there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun. For the Lord God giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever.
If we look at verse 2 specifically, it says, in the midst of the street of it, and of either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. So, in other words, the leaves of those trees were for the healing of the nation. And this season is the season of healing, meaning that this month there is the fruit for healing for this month. And the leaves of that tree is for the healing of the nations. So I don't know what actually you are going through, what disease, what ailment, whatever challenge, health challenge you are going through. This season, the leaves are for the healing of the nations, and the fruit will also bring you healing. We are also going to look at the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verses 1 to 3.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, 1 to 3. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up.
A time to heal. So there is season for everything. There is time for everything under this earth. And that means there is a time for healing. And that time for healing is this season. So do not allow this opportunity to pass you by. In case you have never experienced divine healing, prepare yourself this new month, and God is going to heal you miraculously, irrespective of the nature of that disease. So this is that time for healing. Let's also look at the time for the fruits. We look at the book of Psalm chapter 1 verse 3.
Psalm chapter 1 verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that beareth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
So like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that yielded forth his fruit in his season. So, there are seasons for mango, there are seasons for avocado pear, there are seasons for corn, there are seasons for many things. So what he's saying is that beareth the fruit in his season. So that means there are seasons for everything. So when God decides to visit you, it is your season. The only thing most times that we don't seem to understand that time that God has decided to visit us. Let's look at the book of Luke chapter 19 verse 44.
Luke chapter 19 verse 44 says, And they lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation.
Because thou knowest not the time of thy visitation. It is very important for you to know the times of your visitation. And this is that your time of visitation. Welcome to a new month. God bless you.